Zac Foster, freshman guard, 6'4", comes from a very athletic family, obviously. What is it like to recruit somebody from such a basketball family where I know you've done it many times before, but what do they bring to the table, the intangibles on that end?
I think they understand basketball a little bit better. Zach's mom was a great player in college, so they just have a feel. His dad, chasing Marcus and Zach around, both really good players and athletes at a young age. They've been around really good basketball.
Choosing between Virginia Tech, Cincinnati, Georgia, West Virginia, other big offers and schools that were looking at you, what stood out about wanting to come here?
I just feel like it's a family, close-knit family here at Clemson. I kind of got that feeling every time I seen Coach Brownell at all of my games in AAU, high school games. It just felt good to be wanted by a team like this, obviously this caliber team. And then when I took my visit, I felt like everybody on this team was close-knit and something I wanted to be a part of.
I was a big fan of Zach right away, just saw his vision for the game, extra burst, speed in the full court that was dynamic, was a little thin, but you could see his talent. And he's going to be a really good player at Clemson. I mean, he's got another gear, and he's got some natural gifts that are almost hard to coach. Guys just have some feel that other guys don't. He certainly has that. Keeps working on his shooting. That seems to keep improving, and he's really shot the ball very well for us since he's been here. That's exciting. But his mom and dad are great. They're fun to be around and basketball folks, and so it was fun during the recruitment, and it's kind of fun to get to know his big brother Marcus a little bit as well.
For people in the upstate, they know your older brother Marcus Foster over at Furman, and then Xavier in the NCAA tournament, and cool to see his success there. But what'd you learn from him coming up? And then I'd imagine there was some rivalry when you got to be older and closer in talent to him.
Nah, definitely. I mean, he used to obviously beat up on me a lot when we was younger, but I feel like the gap is kind of closed now that I got bigger, stronger. But I just learned a lot from him. He just taught me to stay focused, stay on my regimen. Honestly, the biggest thing he's probably passed to me is just writing in my journal. He kind of taught me writing in my journal just to get those thoughts out, because as athletes, we go through a lot mentally, so I feel like writing in that journal has been one of the biggest things he's given me. To write in my journal about my thoughts so I can be as free as possible on the court.
So when did he start writing in the journal and then pass that along to you?
Honestly, when he made it to Xavier, he started writing in that journal. He went through a lot of ups and downs in his college career, so he found the journal and felt like that was a good thing for him, and it worked for him. And he told me about it, and I started to do it as well, and I feel like it's helped me as well.
So he found it somewhat because of a place of adversity where this is going to help me express myself, get my thoughts out. And now clearly you're going through your own adversity. Take me through the 12th game, the Gamecocks, matchup here a couple minutes into the game, and how would you describe there what happened?
Obviously, as Clemson, we know that's a big game, the South Carolina game, so everything was the same that day. I mean, it was just a big game. I was ready to play, and I was in transition. I was just gonna go for a routine layup, and then kind of just, my knee kind of gave out and I fell, and I kind of knew, because I've never felt a pain like that before in my knee or in my body before, and I kind of told my teammates, like, as soon as I fell, I was like, I think I tore my ACL, and then I tried to get up and walk, and I just couldn't. But yeah, that was the toughest thing that's happened in my life. That's my first major injury, so that was tough.
Yeah, and I just happened to be watching the game, editing the highlights for the Coach Cast, and I saw you coming back in the back, and I felt so bad for you because I've been through the same thing. Obviously not the same level of athlete as you, but I still know what it takes to come back, even to operate in your daily life.
Absolutely.
What were the emotions, Zach, when you were coming back and thinking the first major injury, like you said?
Not gonna lie, I kind of broke down. Obviously, like I said, I've never been through anything like that, and I know ACL is a season-ending injury, so I kind of just broke down, and my parents, luckily, they were there to comfort me, but it was just, honestly, just a tough time when it happened.
And what was their encouragement and your parents' advice and your brother's advice to try and come back in a long recovery, a full season worth of recovery?
So, I mean, my brother tore his MCL, his meniscus or MCL, one of those. So we've kind of been through there before, so they kind of were just telling me, your ACL's torn, you can't really get it back or do anything about it. So their best thing was to just take the rehab as serious as possible, and honestly, write in my journal like they've given to me, and then I'll be back as soon as possible. I mean, there's nothing really I could do with the situation because it's a long process. So they just told me to just take the rehab seriously and I'll get better and I'll come back stronger and better in the future.
How has the journaling helped you go through the ACL repair and the recovery?
It's helped me a lot. Honestly, it's also helped me grow my faith with God, just writing in my journal about what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling. Just trying to stay consistent with that because I feel like we do keep a lot in our heads as athletes, so I feel like just getting it out on a piece of paper and then one day looking back on it and see how my days went when I'm older and in the future, I feel like that's important.
So what were the journal entries looking like right after that happened? I'd imagine it was...
Well, yeah, not a lot of positive stuff because I was obviously in a bad headspace because my season was over. But honestly, it's been progressing more positively now that I'm in rehab and doing PT and I'm out of my credits and things like that. I keep making a lot of progress thanks to Brad Crow, who's our trainer. I mean, so I feel like it's been progressively getting positive and more positive now.
And what does the training look like, Zach, as far as, I remember what it was like for me, but for you guys at this level?
Now when we first started, it was just a lot of trying to bend it and straighten my knee. So just stationary, just laying down, trying to get mobility in it. But now we're more like, I just started lifting last week. So now I can squat, I can do isometric lunges and getting it ready because I think Brad said I should be running by next month. So
that's great. You have to start off stepping up to one stair and coming back down. What have you learned about yourself though, Zach, throughout this process? And I'd imagine the Clemson grit has come through to go through this, not only mentally, but physically too.
Just that I can make it through adversity. Obviously, I'm not over the injury yet, but I feel like this has happened to me, but it's not like the end of the world for me. I feel like I can still stay positive, be a great teammate, and I'll be back before I know it.
And I think every single guy who I've talked to, or almost everyone, has mentioned their faith, their Christianity. What has that been like, especially as a freshman, going through all those adjustments, but having that to come back on with your teammates?
Honestly, it's been great. Everybody, like you said, has been strong in their faith. I just got baptized in June, so I feel like it's just such a weight being lifted off your shoulders once you just give your life to Christ. And I feel like on our team, that's something we can always fall back on. We know that God is here for us. And when we need him, I mean, we do have Bible study here, so I feel like it's just a big thing for our team. It's something that everybody kind of has their foot in here.
And what's an example of a Bible verse that you would turn to, especially while you're trying to come back from something, to either use as motivation or instill your faith and stick on the path?
I kind of got it on my phone, actually. It's a screensaver right here. Obviously, it's hard to see, but the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? Kind of just, I have God. I know he's on my side, and I know he's always right here with me. So I feel like through any adversity or anything that's going on in my life, I feel like he's always there. So if I keep my faith in him, everything's going to be okay.